Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video on Streaming Store. The last time we got to see the Avatar movie on big screens was in December 2009, and it has been 11 years since then. There is a limited number of times one could rematch the exact same movie, so the people behind the movie need to bring in something to keep their fans loyal to their movie. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's get to it. For anyone who has forgotten what the movie was about, it had the moon Pandora, which was being invaded by humans to mine a special mineral. The indigenous people of Pandora were known as Na'vi, and they obviously resisted the foreign human invasion. If you still cannot recall the plot, I'll definitely recommend watching it again. Speaking firstly of why there has been a huge delay in the sequels of the movie, I must say there are quite a lot of factors weighing in. The director of the film had to go big moto in his life, thus he started 4 sequels to the movie simultaneously. 4 exact movies at a time is a biggie. But since director Cameron had no problem taking risks, he kind of just went with his intuition. This is one of the reasons why the movie is taking so much time, but we'll discuss this later. Because of the 4 impending sequels, there is extensive world building to do, which further complicates matters. Now the director himself needs to work on 4 different things at the same time, which is not even close to being easy. There is so much to think about, and since everything has to be very unique and new, it takes a tremendous amount of time to work on each movie. For some perspective, the director took an entire year to produce 1,500 pages of notes for the movie. Multiply that by 4 and you have so much more work to do. And then there is this additional problem of bringing in some time difference between the 4 movies. They cannot be thrown out to the public all at once. There has to be a schedule for their release. Now, the current information we have right now states that the probable date of the release of the first sequel is December 2021. And with a gap of 2 years in between each film, the production company is going to release the 4 sequels gradually, and this way the last film would get into the screens in December of 2027. Selecting dates for the release of the 4 films take quite a lot of time too, since there are so many people who are involved in the decision-making process. The parent company of the Avatar title happens to be Fox, which has been acquired by the Walt Disney Company. Now, the Walt Disney Company has a lot of other subsidiaries within its portfolio. It has got Marvel, Lucasfilms, and so much more. This means that the people at the Disney would have to factor in a lot of things when they finally come to a conclusion about the release dates. And then obviously the directors and the production company have to agree to the dates too. Then there is an additional problem of technological advancement. You all might be thinking that I have gone nuts because I'm calling technological advancement a problem. But the reality is the advancement of technology has been super detrimental for the Avatar movies. Since the director is working at 4 movies at a time, as soon as he's able to work up a substantial amount of scenes, there happens to be some new innovation coming to the market, which technically happens to be better than the one used in the film, making the film kind of outdated. And plus, the graphics of the movie are very demanding in the sense that a lot of work has to be put in to get the results that are good looking enough. Though this too might be a factor that is causing the delay, it still does not justify the lag of 11 whole years. 11 years is a lot, and since other people have been able to make similar movies within the same time period, the people behind Avatar should have not taken this long. But there is no need to cry over spilled milk right now, and maybe if we all push the directors into getting their heads together for the sequel, we might actually end up getting what we want in due time. Now coming to what the movie would look like, the Avatar 2 would break new records in a lot of categories. The primary reason it would be so tremendously innovative is that the movie would use a very new technology and filmmaking methods, which would obviously yield a very special result. It is being told that along with everything new the Avatar had brought in before to the filmmaking industry, it is planning to bring in this super new technique where the actors would get filmed literally underwater. They were being trained to hold their breaths for longer periods of time so that they could stay inside the water for a bit longer. The reason director James Cameron insisted on going forward with this technique is that he felt that the human body does not stay the same while it is inside water. So in order to make the animations look more realistic, you have to take it to the source. No one has experimented with this before, so if this actually turns out to be successful, it might open a new horizon for the directors. James Cameron is also planning on trying to bring in some method where he would eliminate the glasses from a 3D movie system for this movie, which would mean that everyone who goes to watch that movie would end up feeling like he has personally visited that place. The only major thing we know about the plot right now is that it would be about the children of the people shown in the previous movie, and it seems that the storyline will not be deviating from its main theme. There obviously would be many new additions in the cast of Avatar 2, but that might be too close to announce at that moment. Additionally, since the movie is being recorded in New Zealand, where the director has bought acres of land just for the shooting of the films, you might get to see their staff on the ground over there. So the people from New Zealand have an advantage in this regard because they could go up and ask for more information from the production team. Having chosen New Zealand turned out to be very beneficial for the production team because their handling of the coronavirus was highly commendable. And since everything is almost under control now over there, at least some part of the movies could be progressed a little bit further. To sum it all up, we might expect the movie to come out by 2021 if everything goes according to plan. But that really depends on the prevailing situation of COVID-19 because it seems that James Cameron has figured out the rest at this point. And the technological advancement he's going to bring into the movie are going to be phenomenal. That along with the awesome plot of the movie might make it to the highest grossing movie of all time, a record the Avatar movie held for a long period of time. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.